This video is the second part of data analysis using Pandas. In this video, we will see how to sort the data frame. In previous video, in part 1, we have covered a lot of basic operations on Pandas data frame. So if you have not watched the previous video, I recommend to go and watch that previous video, then come to this particular video. So the data set which we are going to use in this tutorial is same which we have used in the previous tutorial. Let me show you the data set. So this is the crime data which we have taken officially from NCRB portal of Government of India. This data set is already uploaded into my GitHub repo. You can download the data set from there and you can do the basic data analysis. So let me show you. So this is the data set. We have area name, basically it's a state names. The crime year from 2001 to 2010 we have this data. Group name is basically what kind of crime. Subgroup name is again what kind of subtype of a crime. Then number of property, number of cases in which property recovered, number of cases in which property is stolen. So here in for first case you can see in case of Andaman and Nicobar in 2001 64 properties were stolen, and out of 64 properties only 27 properties are recovered. So remaining properties are not recovered. There are two more features here. So value of property recovered. So these 27 properties are recovered. So what is the valuation of that? This figure is here. And the value of property stolen. So this 64 properties are stolen. So what is the total value of those 64 properties are basically here. So we have this data set. And let me show you what we have seen in the previous tutorial also, previous video also in part 1. So we have seen basically how to install Pandas, how to install SQL Alchemy. I will tell you what is SQL Alchemy first. So SQL Alchemy we have used to connect with database because this data set we have collected directly fetched from the database, and the data was in the MySQL workbench MySQL database. So I think let me show you data set first. So let's see the data set again. So we are not reading this crime data.csv. So we are directly reading the data which is present in the database. So let us enter the password. Yeah, so this is the CrimeDB database in which we have a crimes table. And if you are going to see this data, so this is the data. This data we are reading directly into Pandas. So let me come back to here. So what is config parser? Config parser is inbuilt module available in Python which can be used to deal with config files. So we have maintained a credentials separately in a config file, and we are reading those credentials into the notebook file. So if you see here, the Pandas is used for data analysis, data manipulation, and from SQL Alchemy we are importing create engine. So this is basically to create the connection. So here config parser object is created, the file is read, the credentials read here, the connection is done here. Then we have written a query select star from crimes. So and we have pulled the data here directly using read_SQL. So this is the data which we have pulled. Then we have saved this data as crime data.csv. So this CSV file is generated from here. Then we have seen the shape, size, top records, bottom records, middle records, using method chaining, right? Then we have seen the name of the columns, basic data frame information. Then can we retrieve a specific columns data? Can we retrieve specific columns data from multiple columns data? Basically that also, yes. Unique values, number of unique values. Then again value count of each feature. Retrieve data from multiple columns, that also we have seen. Minimum, maximum, describe statistical information. Indexing, we can see, we can reset the index, we can set the index. Then we have seen already retrieving the range of rows. So these operations we have seen. Even we have seen how to filter the rows based on the specific row number, along with specific columns also, that also we have seen. We have seen also lock method and iLock method. So this is the thing which we have already discussed in the part 1 of the particular data analysis tutorial. So in this tutorial what we are going to see, let me show you the data set first. So let me print the DF. So we are going to sort the data frame. See, we have crime year, we have area name, we have group name, we have subgroup name, we have cases number of cases property recovered, number of cases property stolen, the value of property recovered, and the value of property stolen. So these we have 8 columns. And now if you want to sort this particular data frame, how can we sort it? So first we will see how can we sort the data frame with single column. So if you have to sort the data frame with single column, the method which we have to use is basically sort values. So df dot sort values, and inside a bracket you can give this parameter by equal to the specific column name, with the help of which column you have to sort the data. So for example, from this data, see, if you see right now, this is the data frame, and if you want to sort the data frame with the help of this column, cases property stolen, I want to sort it either ascending or descending, right? So if we are going to sort ascending, the very less number of cases where the property is stolen, that will appear in the top of the records. And if we are going to sort in the descending order, the number of cases in which property is stolen is more, that will be on the top of records. So let me come back to here, let me show you. So df dot, the method which we are going to use is basically sort values, and the column name we can specify. Now I am specifying this cases property stolen column. You can specify any column based on your requirement. So let me execute this and let us see what is the result. You can see the crime year is now, it is not 2001, it is now unsorted. This is unsorted because your data frame is sorted with the help of this particular column. And here you are not specifying any ascending order or descending order. Because of this, by default, this is going to sort in ascending order. So if you specify, or if you not specify, if you have to specify, you have to write ascending equal to true. And if you are not specifying, that is also going to sort ascending order. So if you see now, so the minimum values comes at the top. So 0, 0, 0. You can see these values. So 70,162, 71,000, 77,000, 78,000, 80,000, and so on basically. So we have the same number of records, 2449, 8 number of columns are there, but the complete data has been basically sorted with the help of this column. So this is sorted ascendingly, right? Default is ascending. If you want to go for descending, you can do the same thing. Just you can specify ascending equal to false. Even if you're going to give the value of ascending equal to true, the result will be same as of this case, right? So in case of ascending, if you're not mentioning ascending, and if you're mentioning ascending equal to true, the result will be same. It will sort the data using ascending order. But if you have to go for descending, you have to mention ascending equal to false. So if you're going to do this, so let me show you, right? So if you see now, data frames, right? So the number of cases, right, property stolen is 80,000, then 78,000, 77,000, 71,000, and so on. So this is decreasing order, descending order basically, right? So this is the way using which we can sort the data frame. But this is only with the help of single column. Can we sort the data with multiple columns? Yes, we can do that also. So how we can do this? We can df dot sort values, and inside the bracket by, we can specify multiple columns. For example, the first column which we are specifying is basically crime year, so which is this, right? So we need to sort now this data frame with the help of this crime year and the cases property stolen. So we can specify those columns here. So crime year and cases property stolen. And here we have to pass, now we have to write two things, ascending equal to false, false. Why we are writing two times? Because there are two columns. So first fall will be for crime year and second false will be for this. So these both ascendings are false. It means that both are descending. So crime year will be sorted in a descending order and cases property stolen will be sorted in descending order. So if you are going to execute, you can see now the records from 2010 will be on the top. Then we will have 2009 records, 2008 records, and at the end we will have the records from 2001, right? And after that you can see the property cases property stolen, right? So here this 80,000, 52,000, 36,000, again it's a descending. So if you want to go for ascending, so if you want to go for ascending for this second column, then you can make this as a true and you can execute the same, right? So if you're going to do the same, see, crime year is descending, it is sorted, and this data frame, this cases property stolen is ascending now. if you are going to make this also true, then it will sort ascending for both cases, 2001 to 2010, and this is 0 to again ascending order. So let me write false. Let me write false. So you can change the value based on your requirements. Yeah, so now this is both are descending order, right? Now this data frame gives all columns, right? So I don't want all columns. I want only few columns after sorting. So instead of df, we can specify here between dot and df, we can specify the names of columns which we want. So if we want the data frame that should be sorted, and we want only few names for a few columns basically. So we want crime year, we want area name, and we want cases property stolen, only 3 columns, right? And we have to sort this with the help of crime year and property stolen, and ascending equal to we have made as a false, and even we are going to reset the, we can reset the index. Now see, once we are going to sort the data frame, you can check the index. The indexing is not going to maintain properly. So if you're going to maintain the resetting the index, it will start the index from 0 to last record. So let me show you this. If you're going to execute this, see, we got only 3 columns: crime year, area name, and cases property stolen. And these are sorted in descending order. Now see, crime year is sorted in descending order, and even this cases property stolen is sorted in descending order, right? So how it works basically? So first of all, whenever the first parameter we are going to pass to sort values, so it will this first parameter will be chosen to sort the data frame, and based on that data, see, in crime year we have 2001 to 2010 values, right? So 2001 all records will be taken, and then all the records for 2010 year, that records will be sorted based on second column, that is in descending order, because we have mentioned that, and that's why this Maharashtra 80,663 it came first, and Maharashtra 52,363 it came as the second, and so on basically. So that's the case. Even there is one more method to one more way to sort the data frame, that is with the help of indexing, index basically. Now see, we have sorted we have resetted the index here. So we have resetted the index, and because of this, you can see the index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is maintained properly. But if you are going to see the data frame, see, this only we are just performing operation and we are printing the result, but we are not saving these results anywhere. If you want to save the results in the new data frame, then you can write df1 is equal to this. So what it will do this operation on df data frame, and whatever result is there, the result will be maintained in df1, and so on. So right now we are not making any permanent change into this. So if you want to make the permanent change, there are two ways basically. So either you can write df equal to this. So if this is going to perform the operations, and whatever results comes will be again stored into df. So changes will be stored into data frame. Otherwise, instead of this, you can do one more thing. So here we can pass one more parameter in place equal to true. So in place equal to true makes the changes permanent into the data frame. So either you can write in place equal to true, or you can just assign you can write in this way also, right? So that is fine now, right? Okay, how to sort the data frame based on the index? So the method is, instead of sort values, we have sort index. So let me show you what is sort index. So if you're going to do this, see, it will be sorted based on index number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So this is the parameter, so index is the parameter based on the data frame will be sorted. Can we find NLargest and NSmallest? Yes, the method is available. So what is NLargest? For example, based on any specific column, we wanted to find the top 5 records, or top 10 records, or top 20 records. So we can do that. So the method name is basically NLargest. So df.NLargest. How many number of rows we want? We can give any number basically. So here it is 5. And based on this, so for example, I want the names of, I want the records, top records where the number of cases property stolen is comparatively more. Basically, it's the largest, right? Top areas in which the more number of properties are stolen. That basically I want. So what we can do, we can give this cases property stolen, and if you're going to do this, now you can see we got only 5 records because we have specified 5 here, and this 5 why we got because which is based on this particular column. So what is the column name? Cases property stolen. So it will give those records in which the cases property stolen value is present. It's basically the highest values, top 5 values basically. Even you can give top 10, top 15, top 20, and so on, right? So if you see, the area names are basically Maharashtra. So from this particular way, we can see that number of properties stolen, right, are more in Maharashtra, right? Because for all the 5 records, right, the area name is Maharashtra, right? Similarly, we can go for smallest also. So the way is NSmallest. If you're going to do this, then we got, say, 0 number of cases are registered in this Lakshadweep, Uttarakhand, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, right, and so on. So I think this is the way, right? These are the different ways using which we can sort the data frame. So I think this is enough for this video. In the remaining operations, we will see in the next video. So thank you for watching this video.